Cross-country skiing has often been underestimated, but Milano-Cortina could change everything. This Olympic edition is shaping up to produce some of the most extraordinary scenarios the sport has ever seen. Two athletes in particular may be approaching legendary territory, and the records at stake could redefine what greatness looks like in Winter Olympic history. What is making cross-country skiing so special heading into Milano-Cortina? Because the sport is entering a moment where dominance, historical records, and unprecedented medal potential are all converging at once, creating a rare Olympic storyline. Who is at the center of the men's competition? Johannes Høsflot Klæbo is the main figure, and he is positioned to attempt something no cross-country skier has ever achieved before. What makes Klæbo's Olympic pursuit so historic? He is chasing a level of Olympic success that would place him beyond every skier in Winter Games history, potentially reaching a medal count that has never been matched within a single edition. Has anyone ever reached that level of Olympic podium consistency in the Winter Games? Not to that extreme. Even the greatest Winter Olympians have rarely been able to sustain podium finishes across so many events in one edition. Why is this being compared to Michael Phelps? Because the closest modern parallel to that kind of multi-event domination comes from swimming, where Michael Phelps redefined Olympic excellence through overwhelming gold medal performances. What would it mean if Klæbo reached double-digit Olympic titles? It would elevate him into a global Olympic category that only a handful of athletes across all sports have ever entered, turning him into one of the defining champions of the era. Is the women's field showing the same kind of historic potential? Yes, and it may be just as remarkable. Frida Karlsson is emerging as a possible record breaker on the women's side. What has Frida Karlsson already demonstrated? She has shown that she can win across different formats and distances, proving she has both endurance and tactical versatility. What would make her Olympic run unprecedented? If she continues winning, she could join an extremely rare group of women in Winter Olympic history who managed to collect multiple gold medals in a single edition. Why is that achievement so difficult in cross-country skiing? Because cross-country demands repeated peak performances under extreme fatigue, across different race styles, making sustained dominance incredibly rare. Has a full event sweep happened before? It has happened in limited Olympic schedules, but achieving it again in the modern era would still be extraordinary and historically significant. What factor may be influencing these unprecedented scenarios? The absence of Russian cross-country skiers has reshaped the competitive landscape, creating new pathways for records and national dominance. Does that reduce the value of these potential achievements? Not at all. Records remain records, and Olympic greatness is defined by the competition present at the time. If these feats are achieved, they deserve recognition and celebration. What could Milano-Cortina represent for the future of cross-country skiing? It could become the Olympic edition that transforms the sport's global visibility, proving that endurance skiing can produce superstar narratives just as powerful as any other discipline. Why might this Olympics redefine the sport's hierarchy? Because legends are not only built through victories, but through moments that feel historically impossible until someone makes them real. What is the main takeaway from these unfolding stories? Milano-Cortina may not simply be another Winter Games. It could be the stage where cross-country skiing delivers two of the most iconic Olympic performances of the modern era. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep Olympic breakdown, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more educational Winter Games stories and athlete analysis.